When the Pixel 9 dropped, it brought some serious heat. Fresh new design, bunch of nice upgrades, and a display that basically matches the more expensive Pixel 9 series. For most people, that's a win. But for a certain group of users, myself included, it's still a bit of a letdown. See, every Pixel phone so far has used PWM dimming for its OLED display, and unfortunately, that tech can cause headaches, eye strain, and fatigue for people sensitive to screen flicker. The 9a didn't fix that, but this year, it might happen in a good way with the upcoming Pixel 10 lineup. Over the past couple of years, I've seen companies like OnePlus, Honor, and Nothing take display flicker seriously. They've started using much faster PWM dimming, or offering DC dimming entirely, which makes their phones a lot more comfortable for people like me to use. Meanwhile, Google, Apple, and Samsung have stayed stuck at around 240 or 480 Hz PWM, which isn't ideal if you're sensitive to flicker. Some newer phones are pushing 2000 Hz and beyond. That's a huge difference. The problem is, a lot of manufacturers have been so focused on making their screens look amazing in lab tests that they've ignored how people actually feel using them day after day. Slow PWM dimming is one of those things that helps a phone score well in brightness and contrast, but it can come at the cost of eye comfort for real-world users. Now we don't know exactly what Google plans to do about this. They didn't name drop the Pixel 10 or anything, but if they're planning updates later this year, it's a pretty safe bet that whatever they're cooking up will debut with that phone. So what could we see? Well, best case, Google adds a flicker reduction mode like Motorola did with its Edge Plus and Razer phones. That feature lets you reduce screen flicker without killing the display quality, and honestly, it should be a standard option by now. Another possibility is a hybrid dimming system, where the phone uses DC dimming at high brightness and switches to high-frequency PWM at lower levels. Most Android brands are already doing this in 2025. Or maybe they just crank up the PWM rate across the board. Brands like Vivo are already running at over 2000 Hz, which makes a massive difference for flicker-sensitive users. Google could do something similar without sacrificing display performance. Whatever they end up doing, it's encouraging to see Google even acknowledge the issue. That's a step forward for accessibility and user choice. Two things Android has always been good at when it wants to be. And hey, if nothing changes, maybe I'm just being too hopeful. But with the Pixel 10 on the horizon, I can't help but feel a bit optimistic. So, what are you expecting from the Pixel 10 lineup? Flicker fixes, new display tech, something totally different? Drop your thoughts down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.